The April dress is done, and now it is time to make my May dress. The 3 rules for this monthly project are: it has to be comfortable, it has to be something I'll actually wear, it has to be mostly for my stash, and honorary rule number 4 is that it has to have pockets. We are making a slight modification to rule number 3 this month because the fabric was kindly gifted to me by Fabric Wholesale Direct. And before you think I'm just peddling, what was given to me, my wedding dress petticoat and part of my Cinderella dress were made from Fabric Wholesale Direct. I have 6 yards of this gorgeous plum scrape back satin, 5 yards of a matching lining, and 5 yards of orchid chiffon, which will be this part of the drape, and the crepe back satin will be this part. And they also sent 5 yards of this gorgeous rhinestone trim. I am looking forward to this, so let's jump in with the mock-up and not the good fabric just yet.
I will be following the instructions for this pattern, which is rare for me, but this is my first time using a Vogue pattern, so I cut out the interfacing and then the lining. This way I can have a full mock-up before I cut out the crepe back satin. Also, it will be a dry run for assembly because I've heard that the instructions are missing pieces. And if you watched the last video, you'll be happy to know that we fixed my beloved Miata and it is back on the road again.
I just have the infinite bias strip to cut out, but I just want to let you know that Sky really likes to eat paper, so I did take some preventative measures. No paper pattern eating for you.
The infinite bias strip is about to turn into boning channels. And I also ironed the interfacing to the lining as instructed.
Mistakes have been made.
So after tracing what was left, I marked the boning channels on the pieces. Luckily, he only got the one piece.
This is flipped, but it told me to cut it out that way. There's a chance it's upside down.
All of my pieces were cut out the same way, whether or not they were all flipped, so I kept going by pinning the bias tape on the marks. I stitched these except for the top at an unspecified seam allowance. I just made sure my boning would fit. Speaking of that, I cut it to be half an inch shorter than the channel and stitched them shut.
Oh my gosh. Emmy chose the banana bit. What a good girl. You make an adorable banana. Banana split? Yeah. And he's still in prison.
I pinned the extra support front piece to the full length front and basted around it.
This is the part where I'm gonna differ from the instructions because it says stitch the bodice together and then you have to very carefully stitch this skirt on. But if you just stitch the skirt on and then stitch this on, you don't have to deal with that. So I'm gonna do that instead.
I stitched all of the back skirt panels together before adding the top back piece, and I did the same for the side fronts. It feels so strange to not have a center back seam, but I guess I just did that for the April dress. Oh no, that was also one shoulder dress. Ignoring that, I pinned the front sides to the center front. She is back in the banana bed. What a good girl, Emmy. I am going to stop sewing pieces together for now because this is one of the most confusing pattern instructions I've ever followed. And I can't tell which side the zipper is supposed to be on yet, so I'm gonna wait on that and iron everything I've already done. Or we could go to the PARK. Oh, we got another one. Are you sleepy? I didn't get to do the sewing that I wanted to do yesterday because we got to spend most of the day at the vet. Sky has had some allergy issues which are not going very well. I'm gonna actually cut out and sew the outer fabric today, so let's get started. But before starting, I removed the pattern eater and put him in a safe place where there are no patterns to chew, just dog toys. With my cutting space free from puppies, I could lay out the pattern while it poured outside, which is a problem because it's going to pour all week and Sky still doesn't have a raincoat. I tried to make him one in the April video, but the fabric wasn't waterproof. Maybe I should size down Judah's raincoat to fit him? Another complaint about this pattern. It says piece number 10 is the shoulder strap and to cut 1. Look at that, there's 2 of them, but the actual instructions show just 1. I ironed my 1 strap along with the rest of the pieces, which took a while because this is a long dress. I marked the alignment notches so I could pin the pattern together. We had a fun morning. Sky's a little damp because his buddy was out and they rolled in the wet grass for like 20 minutes. And I'm a little damp because his owners were selling gumballs, so I had to go back out when it was raining and buy gumballs. Also, happy Star Wars Day! Will you be choosing the light side or the dark? Wait, hold on. Will you be choosing the light side or the dark side? I love glow-in-the-dark stuff. I stitched the tops onto the skirt pieces and also the back skirts together. And then I could pin the side fronts to the front. I went slowly over the bust curve to avoid puckering, but I still had to go back and fix one side. I did eventually figure out that the zipper goes on the non-strap seam, which is super funny because with the April dress, it wanted the zipper on that seam, and I put it here and then the waistband was wonky, but I'm going to pin and stitch the back piece on this side, and then finally iron all of this because I have been skipping that. But I've been making sure the seam allowance is pointing in the right direction so that I can iron all of it at once. This pattern says nothing about ironing seam allowances anywhere, so I guess I'm not doing anything wrong. Stitch, 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 more stitching. No ironing. It is time to put the invisible zipper in, and I got out my matching invisible zipper, but it is not 16 inches long. It's not like I can just pop to Joann's and buy a new one because mine closed a couple weeks ago. I decided to continue by folding the strap in half and stitched it while planning my emergency wowwack.com order for that evening. And then I ironed everything at once. I dislike ironing, but it's important, so I don't skip it, but it may be the one thing in my life that I procrastinate. In school, I usually started the class assignments the day they were assigned because I hated rushing to meet a deadline. Time to assemble the giant drape pattern piece. It's so big it's in 3 pieces, and now I can get out the chiffon. Chiffon has such a beautiful drape, but gosh is it slippery to work with. And I am going to torture myself because my next costume is all chiffon. But I can't wait to walk in it in slow motion. I ran a gathering stitch on the ends of the bodice drape. The next step is to sew the drape onto the bodice, but I really need to have the zipper attached before I can do that. Luckily, that should be delivered shortly. In the meantime, I think I'm going to skip ahead and hem this giant thing because this is going to take a while. For the big drape, the instructions said to fold it and sew the edge, then fold it and sew it again, but I just used my rolled hem foot. I guess the instructions are more of what you'd call guidelines than actual rules. Welcome aboard the Black Pearl. Excuse me. Spoilers. Sky discovered the sewing balcony, or sky deck. Emmy is not happy about that. I'm turning Sky's not as waterproof as expected raincoat fabric into a winter coat because it was not waterproof. And once I determine that this does fit, I will be turning Judah's raincoat into a Sky-sized raincoat while waiting for the zipper to arrive. Hey Sky, are you in the way? That was predictable. It's time for the sewing game of is that a piece of thread or is that a spider? It's a little out of focus, but I think it's a piece of thread. Okay, my supplies arrived last night, so I now have the zipper. Yesterday when I was waiting, I made this lovely shirt and also a matching t-shirt. Also, Sky has discovered the sewing balcony and he refuses to come in now. And finally I could add the invisible zipper after ironing the teeth open. That's an important step. The zipper is in, and I have been blessed by the perfect seam gods to have the waist perfect. Look at that. Oh my gosh, that's a pretty darn good seam. I'm proud of that one. Just stabbed myself. The bigger they are, the further they fall. Anyway, the next step is to gather the bodice drape ends and to pin them next to the zipper and stitch them down. I love the banana bed. Then I pinned the top edge along the top of the bodice. Oh dear, I did not mark the dot. I just winged it, and it went just fine. I'm gonna baste along here. I put it on my dress form to pin the bottom to the placement lines, and this is a great shot of my elbow. Ooh, and now my hair. Whenever I film a reveal, my hair always just looks dark, but look at all that color. The instructions said to invisibly hand stitch this edge down. With all the rain we've been getting, the lake level has been getting really high, and we have 3 more days of rain predicted this week. Another day, another rainy morning walk, but Sky had a well-fitting raincoat today. Also, it is 63 degrees in my house, but I refuse to turn on the heat. It'll be 81 degrees out in 3 days, and I hate flipping back and forth between AC and heat. I understitched the seam allowance to the lining and hand-stitched the lining to the zipper. And don't worry, Emmy has her own personal heater and sweatshirt, so she's not suffering from my heating stubbornness. I ran gathering stitches on the drape as directed, but later, when I tried it on, I really liked it just floating free. These instructions, they say, pin wrong side of drape to shoulder strap having ends even and based. I have it the other way around right now, but like if I flipped it around where it's the wrong side, when it comes out here, it like this flips back over. So then the wrong side would be showing on the outside of the drape. I just did it the way that made sense to me. Well, this is gorgeous. I love it. All I have left is adding the trim on the waist and the hem. And then you have to stuff this into the trim. This dress though. I love it. It's great. Perfect fit. Hi, you gonna go swimming on our step? There's supposed to be a step there. One of my boots has a hole in it, but I don't remember which one. Oh, Sky's going for it. Well, the lake is a little up, and I have some bailing to do. Oh! Buddy! Sky! Did you fall in? I hemmed it with my rolled hem foot, which was not big enough for the seams on the crepe back satin, but I made it work. I think I won, Bobbin Chicken. Win! I pinned the trim on just to see which direction I wanted the top part to be, and I think this way looks best. It is the same as the bottom. I was hoping to have it flip-flopped, but it looks really weird if it's the other way around. Also, you get a view of my faux Beauty and the Beast stained glass, as opposed to my real Beauty and the Beast stained glass, which I don't know where to put it yet. I am not going to stitch the trim on this now because somehow I agreed to do a couple of live streams, so I am an incredibly shy person. This is way outside my comfort zone. But we're going to make the matching dog dress and bow tie, so wish me luck. I am still an introvert, but I did it. Is there any sewing techniques anyone would like to see? So this weekend, I was leaning over to give Sky a kiss at the very same moment that he looked up at me, and now I have a bit of a fat lip. I'm hoping it won't last for too long. And it was also the very first anniversary of when we met Sky. He's grown a lot in the last year. We went to meet him 3 weeks before he came home. It was also Mother's Day. This is hard to sew through because all the rhinestones are glued on. I also hand stitched the trim at the waist. Not on the center front piece or across the zipper though. Today they have chosen food dog beds. Sky's got the pizza. I did leave a gap in the trim to stick the drape through, but I think I am going to pull out the gathering stitches on the drape because I like it free, but I can always just stuff it in here if I feel like it. The next step is hemming, which I sort of already did, but the very last step is to add dress hanging loops. And I'm also going to do it in my April dress because it currently has no way to hang it up, so I'm going to do that, and then I will see you next in the reveal. I carefully yoinked the stitches out and massaged the chiffon to remove the marks, and in theory the next shot would be the reveal, but I tried it on to take a yay I'm done pic, but instead I got a yikes the trim is really crooked picture. I'm just gonna fix that real quick. I think this dress turned out rather well. I am very happy with it. It does not have pockets though, so I can't give it like a perfect score. I did enjoy how this turned out. So next month is actually my birthday month, so I will be making a dress for my birthday, which I've been very excited about since I decided on the design. Sky, do not eat your sister. I think Emmy's dress turned out rather well, and Sky has a very adorable bow tie, so good match. Do all that YouTube stuff, and I will see you all in the next video. Bye everybody! Also, someone please invite me to a formal event so I can have an excuse to wear this beautiful dress. Bribery. I always pay well. That was my impression of Superman, in case it wasn't clear. Oh, excuse me. Oh, my feet. My feet hurt.